We're back again. Are you guys sick of me yet? Just kidding. Hi guys, it's me, it's Anae. Welcome. If you're new here, if you're not, nice to see you again. Let's get into it. Still trying to figure out what my thing is for the intro. We're gonna just figure that out together. It might be different every time for a while until we really get that down. We're gonna figure this out together. So tonight, I don't know what we're going to talk about, actually. I wrote down a list of some things that I wanted to talk about. Been having kind of a weird day because I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I bit my tongue pretty badly, and right now it feels fine. When I first woke up today, it just hurt so badly. Couldn't even eat. That sucked. Otherwise, been just having an odd day in general. But also not, like, nothing has happened. I basically just edited all day, and that's what I did. Honestly, it's been really nice to kind of just be on, like, this grind of doing this, and I'm really enjoying it at the moment, so that's pretty cool. Don't really have any updates on the guy situation that I've been talking about on here. I don't know if I want to talk about that today, okay? I can't go down that rabbit hole right now. I can't. But there's nothing new, really. We're just gonna talk about some other stuff. I forgot to talk about the drones. I mentioned how many times in the last video that I'm from New Jersey, and I didn't talk about the drones. Basically, like, I guess it was like a week ago now. I don't know. Like, if you have like a Ring camera, like, you know, like the neighborhood part of the app. So the Ring neighborhood part of the app was just going off, like, non-stop every 2 minutes for hours. And I was like, what the heck is going on? It was getting on my nerves so bad. And it was just people posting drone sighting, drone sighting, drone sighting. And I was like, what are they talking about? Literally, what are they talking about? I thought they were being dramatic. I literally screen recorded all the posts and posted it on my, like, Snapchat story and was like, do you guys think there's drones? Like, does anyone else want to point out the drones? Because I was annoyed. Then, the next day, it's like, oh, the FBI is looking into it. Excuse me? I thought you guys were being dramatic. Turns out I don't think they were being dramatic, but also maybe they were. The neighborhood app annoys me. They're just a bunch of Karens, and all they do is just, like, post, like, I saw a cat outside. Like, cats live outside. There's a lot of cats that live outside. Like, I mean, I don't think, like, you should have an outside cat. That's a whole other conversation, but, like, lots of cats live outside. Is that something you really need to post about, that you saw a cat on your camera? Or, like, they'll be like, this suspicious guy walking down the street, and it's just a guy in a hoodie. There are a bunch of Karens. Like, I live in, like, one of these towns where it's like half the town is sort of like, I don't know, because, like, class systems are so odd nowadays. It's like everyone is pretty much lower class besides, like, the 1%. But, like, to just, like, give you an idea, it's like half of my town is, like, developments, and then the other half is, like, people who have lived here for generations and generations and generations, who are, like, living in, like, kind of, like, old homes and things like that. Like, that's how my town is. The half that's, like, all these developments, they are the most annoying people on the planet. I cannot stand them. They are the most, like, and I hate the word Karen. I hate it so much, but I will call them Karens. They are the most Karens that ever Karened in the world. I cannot stand them. They're annoying. They're so annoying, but that's besides the point. They're always blowing up the neighborhood app, was my point, with stupid stuff. And so on the night of the drones, I'm like, oh, here they go again, just going off about something because they're bored. But it turned out to be something real. So once I actually looked at the videos and the pictures of the drones, I was like, oh my god, wait, I saw one of them. About a week before all these posts started going up, I was in the car with my mom, and we were driving to Wawa, and all of a sudden, there's, like, this light in the sky. It was so big, and it looked like it was just coming right at us. I'd never seen anything like it before, and I thought it was an asteroid. And we just, like, kind of looked at each other, and we're like, there was nothing to do. We were gonna die. That's what we thought. We were gonna die by asteroid right then and there on the way to Wawa. I genuinely went through like the 5 stages of grief in about 5 seconds and tried to think how to get out of the situation. There was no way out. That asteroid was coming at us fast. In my mind, it was coming fast. And there was nowhere to go. I mean, it was huge. So I was like, oh, damn. I'm gonna die in this car on my way to Wawa. Okay, cool. No, it was not an asteroid. It was a drone. I didn't know it was a drone. I thought it was a weird plane at the time. I was like, oh, wait, that's not an asteroid. That's a plane. It's going like, it's not coming at us. It's going like this. But yeah. So that is my experience with the drones. I also, the night that it really started to make news, I did hear them outside really loud. They're really loud. I don't know what they are, but I just think, I don't know, there's something weird about them, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're doing. I know one of them crashed on a highway. Have you guys seen that TikTok video though, where it's like songs I'd play if I owned New Jersey, and it's the Phoebe Bridgers song, I think I Know the End, and it's like everyone's convinced it's a government drone or an alien spaceship. And it also says, oh, everyone by the coast, right? Like, oh, is you psychic? Anyway, I actually listened to that song today because I was like, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know about the drones though. Oh my god, wait, and there's another TikTok where it's like the chief, what is his name? Chief? Something like that. That song where he's like, I'm gonna blow New Jersey up. And so I was like, do you think it's just him like executing his plan finally? I hate our generation so much. I really do. But that's honestly hilarious. Who knows what these drones are up to? Are they Russia? Are they China? Are they America? Are they aliens? We don't know. We don't know. Will we ever know? Probably not. Because they're never going to tell us. They're never going to tell us. Because they know that people are too crazy. Look how they acted when they just saw the drones. They just saw them. And people have been losing their minds. Imagine if they knew what they were. They're not going to ever tell us. Because you guys act like psychos. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the people on the Ring app. And then also too, like, do you guys have like town talks on Facebook? Our town's like group on Facebook was also just going crazy with posts about the drones, and it was also very annoying. And I hate the town group also, because they're also a bunch of Karens. Like, you could post and they're like, hey, does anyone know of a good pizza place? And they'll be like, why don't you cook at home? Like, why don't you mind your business, bro? Like, I don't know, that's actually, like, never happened, but I'm just saying, like, that is the type of stuff they do. They're so rude. One time, oh my god, when I was in 7th grade, I was on my way to school, and me and my mom were in the car, and in front of us is this pickup truck with, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but it had Confederate flags on it, like actual flags, and pew-pews, like, these big ones in the back, okay? And it pulled into the high school. There was two of them with the flags and the pew-pews, and it pulled into the high school. And I was on my way to the middle school, and we're like, what is going on? Thought something crazy was happening, obviously. So I don't know exactly I don't remember the whole story, but I do remember later on my dad posting in the town Facebook group, like, hey, this happened, like, that's kind of crazy. And people got in the comments and told him, those are good boys, leave them alone, and kicked him out of the group. Kicked my dad out of the group. Excuse me? And mind you, we live in New Jersey, okay? This is not the deep south. This is New Jersey. Like, what? That's insane. That is insane, actually. And that is one of the main reasons why I hate that Facebook group. And then I think my mom also got in the comments, like, how are they good boys? Like, they had in the pickup truck, and she also got kicked out of the group. So, to all of them. Anyway, what else? Speaking of 7th grade, I was in 7th grade in 2016. That was such a time to be in middle school. I remember at one point, we, like, literally did the mannequin challenge, like, during school. That was so funny. Like, and I've been having, like, memories. I mean, every year I have memories on Snap come up from middle school because, yeah. But, like, I had a memory come up the other day of our snowball dance in middle school. And there were so many funny things about it. But one of them being that I crossed my face and my friends' faces out of every photo that we took. And I remember they asked me to do that. Like, I didn't just do that to them. They're like, yeah, cross my face out too. And I was like, got you. And we posted that stuff. Like, we posted that on Instagram with our faces just scribbled out. Like, why was that a thing? I don't know. And then another thing was there was, like, all these videos I took of us all, like, in, like, a big circle, like, dancing. I wasn't dancing. I was just taking videos. And there was the mannequin challenge in there. And it's just, like, what a time. I have not felt alive since 2016, genuinely. Need to take a pause after that. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, what was it about 2016? Genuinely, what was it? I was literally 12. Why was that the, like, best year of my life? Thus far, at least. Nothing even that special happened. I mean, I was just having a good freaking time. I mean, there was killer clowns on the loose and Pokemon Go. What's really weird is, like, I did online school for, like, from, like, 8th grade on. So the last time I was in public school was 7th grade. Anytime I go around, like it's like a party, like, or any sort of, like, thing in my town, people are like, oh my god, I went to middle school with you. And I'm like I don't know how they remember, because some of them I don't remember. Or like I know who they are because, like, you know, like, living in the same town, whatever, but they'll be like, oh yeah, we had this class together, like, 7th period. And I'm like, are you sure? I don't even remember that teacher's name, much less who was in the class. It makes me feel like a horrible person, but also my memory has gone severely downhill in the last few years, so I apologize to everyone who I've forgotten from middle school. I did not know that everyone had such a good memory of middle school. I do not. But then there are certain things that I remember from that time so clearly. Like, I mean, there are people who I obviously remember, and I remember having classes with them and whatnot, but, like, sometimes there's been, like, a few times now someone has been like, yeah, we had this class together, blah blah blah, we sat, like, at the same table, and I'm like, really? And I feel like a piece of crap because they've caught me so off guard that I go, like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh. I, like, when someone catches me off guard like that, like, sometimes, like, I don't have a chance to lie and say I remember them. I'm just like, oh, wow, I don't remember you. I've said that to people. I'm like, oh my god, wait, I don't remember you. That is, that makes me cringe because, like, that's so mean. I'm sorry. It's not that, like, I'm sure they don't even care. I'm sure they don't care, but, I'm sorry if you do care. I'm like, because, like, if I said that to somebody and they were like, I don't remember you at all, like, that would keep me up at night. So I'm genuinely so sorry. I have a crappy memory. I remember really weird things in great detail, and I don't know, but in certain ways, my memory is just like, certain time periods, Don't remember much at all. Genuinely, you could tell me I did anything at 16 and I'd probably have to believe you because I don't remember being 16. That was also 2020 to give you some perspective, but I don't remember being 16. Like, I turned 16 2 weeks into the pandemic. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so fun? Like, you wait your whole life for your sweet 16, and then a global pandemic happens. That was personal to me. I'm just kidding, obviously. But that was personal. Like, genuinely, the pandemic made me so weird. I was so weird. Me and my best friend were just talking about this, like, the other day. The pandemic made us genuinely, like, we were freaks. Like, not in, like, not in, like a weird way. Like, I mean, like, we were just so weird. We were weird. Not, like... We were just weirdos, is what I mean. We got really obsessed with Harry Potter and, like, shifting. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's it. I'm not gonna go into any more detail because I just can't. I can't. It is so embarrassing, but I constantly do have videos and, like, pictures and, like pop up in my memories from that time period. I've been deleting all of them because I do not need evidence that a version of myself that was that obsessed with Harry Potter ever existed. And not that there's anything wrong with loving Harry Potter. I've always loved Harry Potter since I was 12 years old. I've loved it. But it was weird, okay? It was borderline, like, it was psychotic. It wasn't normal, is what I'm trying to tell you. I've always been a fangirl, okay? And that's just, like, who I am. Like, I've always been, there's always something I am fangirling over or am being a fangirl about. But the way I was about Harry Potter in 2020 was not normal. Any evidence of that needs to be erased from the universe forever. I also had, like, I am into, like, manifesting. I've always been into that sort of thing, but I got really weird with it in 2020 as well. Borderline, like, spiritual psychosis type stuff. Like, I don't know. It was an odd time. Mom! I can hear that. I'm filming. Yeah. Hi. Now it's a planned interruption.
I liked it.
Sorry. I'm getting texted about New Year's Eve plans. I should answer those texts, but I'm gonna wait until we're done filming. Honestly, okay. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Harry Potter. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 2020 was a weird time in general. For so many reasons. Okay, since Christmas is coming up, I want to talk about something. I've had this theory forever. If you're a child, skip. I want you to click out of this video right now. So we're going to talk about some super secret stuff about Santa Claus, and I don't want you to hear it. You can't hear it, okay? Only adults are allowed to know this super secret stuff about Santa Claus. So click out now. I don't know why a child would be watching this, but if you are, leave, okay? If you listen, you'll be on the naughty list, so go. Alright, anyway. So ever since, like... Are you gone? Okay. Okay, we're really gonna start now. Okay, so ever since, like, I found out Santa wasn't real, you know? I was like, okay. But... if Santa was real, and he was really magical, nobody would know he was real. Nobody would know. He could come into your house, he could put presents there, and he could make you think that you bought them. Wouldn't he do that? Like, wouldn't that be, like, he doesn't want to be found, he doesn't want to be known, he wouldn't be talking to parents, he wouldn't let parents know he was there, or kids, whatever. Like, if Santa was real, nobody would know. Nobody. Because he is magical. He could make you forget that he was there. If all the lore was correct, it would mean that nobody would know. So there is a part of me that's like, Santa could be real, and I don't care. Like, I know he's not, but he could be, and because if he was, nobody would know. You know what? Maybe Santa Claus is real. Maybe he is. And also, did you guys hear the, like other realities were confirmed? I mean, I already knew that. I've always believed in other realities, but apparently I think it was, like, confirmed that they're real. And so you know what? I want to go to the reality where Santa is real and everyone knows it, actually, because that sounds like a better reality, and I know it exists. If other realities exist, then there's a reality where Santa is real and everyone knows it, and that sounds like the nicest possible timeline to be in. So are we figuring out a way to go to other timelines yet? Can we go to a timeline where I want to go to a timeline where all magical creatures exist. I want powers. Oh my god, because, like, okay, think about this. If other realities exist, which apparently they do, there is a reality where every possible scenario, every possible thing is real. There is a reality where I just have, like, magical powers that I could just shoot lasers out of my hand or, like, levitate things or whatever. Like, I want to go to that reality. That sounds like so much fun. Or maybe a reality where I could be, like, invisible or fly or, like, or maybe have all those things, like, be a superhero. I don't know. Maybe I'm a superhero in another reality. Or, like, I sound like I am on drugs right now. I need to calm down before I start getting drug allegations. I've drank a lot of caffeine today. But honestly, caffeine doesn't affect me. Oh my god. One time when me and my best friend were, like, 11, we went to Starbucks and we were getting, like, frappuccinos, and I got one that was uncaffeinated, but my best friend got one that was caffeinated, and my mom took us and she was like, "Are you sure about that?" And she was like, "Yeah, caffeine doesn't affect me." 20 minutes later, she's screaming the lyrics to Blank Space out the window of my mom's Jeep. So take a look what you've done, 'cause baby, now we got rebel. Hey! It was the funniest joke for the longest time. We'd always go, caffeine doesn't affect me. But caffeine genuinely doesn't affect me. It makes me sleepy. So, I don't know. So I can't really blame this on caffeine. I am just in a weird mood. I have that song, that Phoebe Bridgers song, stuck in my head so bad, just over and over. It's a government drone or an alien spaceship. Over and over and over and over and over. I always have a song stuck in my head. Does everyone have a song constantly stuck in their head? Because I do. Am I being annoying, guys? Am I being really annoying? But it is true. I always have a song stuck in my head. Sometimes it's, like, not even a song I've heard that day. It's just, there's, like, always a song stuck in my head, and it could be multiple songs in one day. But best believe there is a song just playing in my head at all times. I'm not afraid to disappear. The billboard said the end is here. When I was 19, which was only a year ago, I used to work out to waiting room every day. Well, at least for, like, a month. It was, like, every day I used to work out to waiting room, because when it would get to the, like, no, it's for the bed, or, you know that part? I could run so fast, in place, because I would just, like, be in my room, like, doing jumping jacks or fake running so fast to that part. It worked. So I was also in a really weird situationship that summer, and so that song really resonated with me. And I don't know why, though, because I did not even like that guy. Like, honestly, I didn't like him, but for some reason I got in my feelings about it, okay? I don't know why. Story of my life, actually. But seriously, what do you guys think the drones are? What are they? Like, whose drones are these? Like, I don't know. I feel like they might just be the government. Like, our government at this point. Because they're not that worried about them. They're still drones, like, circling around. Like, you'd think they would have taken care of this by now. But no. They haven't. They're just like, report it to the FBI if you see one. What's the FBI gonna do? Like, come here in, like, 5 seconds and, like, shoot the drone down? Like, where is the FBI? I feel like this is something I should know. Wouldn't it make more sense to, like, call the, like, New Jersey State Police, if anything? Because, like, they could actually come and, like, where the drones are. The FBI, like, they'd have to, like, unless, like, is there FBI everywhere? No, I don't think there is. Like, because in all those shows, they always have to, like, get on planes and go places. Why does my tongue itch? My OCD will go crazy in about 5 seconds thinking I'm having an allergic reaction to something. But what would I be having an allergic reaction to? I have no idea. But my tongue itches, and I don't know why. I think we're gonna wrap this up here because I don't have anything else to yap about. Thanks for listening if you have. And hopefully you don't think I'm crazy because I've been sort of hyper in this video. So I apologize about that. But if you enjoyed it, then you're a real one. So subscribe for more and like and comment. I love you guys if you're watching. If you watch this whole thing, I really, really love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.